Okay, I'm actually a little bit late on getting this started, but there was something I had to do this morning. Don't worry though, if I do everything correctly, I should be done before I gotta leave for church. Good morning, happy Sunday everyone, and yeah, as if going to Cabin Fever 2025 wasn't enough. You know what, honestly, if I have any low at all, it's that yesterday ended. Because, I mean, I don't want to preemptively say 2025 could be over right now, and I would have said it was a great year, but it really is looking like it. Because yesterday, I was able to cross off not one, but two items off of my 2025 bucket list. And if you couldn't tell, both of those are my high. For starters, I got to go to the second annual 21st Amendment. The second annual 21st Amendment bourbon tasting event at Ill Eagle Taphouse. Yes, okay. I got that one right. I keep thinking all whiskey is bourbon, and not all bourbon is whiskey. So there you go. With that said, I'll talk about it in a second. And after seeing my family, which is another part of my hobby, I learned that Kountry Khaos, which is a band I've been waiting to see forever, was going to be playing at a place called Zack's Grill, which is not very far from where I live. Yeah, I was not about to let that opportunity pass me by. So, where do I start? Actually, I should tell you my act of kindness before I continue. My act of kindness was, my mom was working yesterday, so I helped my dad watch my nephews for a while until she got home. And then I went to go see Kountry Khaos. So, where do I start? I've shared this before, but I've always found alcohol so fascinating. Because growing up, I actually was raised right. I shouldn't say that. I was raised to believe that, alcohol is bad for you. It can ruin your life if you're not careful. It get you in a lot of trouble. There was a whole lot of health concerns about drinking it for a long time. In fact, I personally have lost not one but two relatives through drinking. So, yeah, there's that side. The other side, however, and this is what I find fascinating, this alcohol really is a very polarizing substance when you get down to it. Because you have the bad stuff that I just mentioned, but people still drink it. They still pair it with really good food. They sing of it in song. There's a lot of commercials for, beer and wine and all these different strong spirits. It's both polarizing, but you also can't deny how celebrated it is. And that's what I find so fascinating. However, since I was, raised to be careful, of course I'm careful. I'm still here, aren't I? I'm pretty sure I say few, I would say I've had alcohol in my life, a couple dozen times at this point, but it's like small potatoes compared to other people. So, trust me, I'm careful. And of course I know to drink and drive responsibly. Drink responsibly and be careful about driving home, obviously. Do not ever drink and drive, okay? Don't do that. I was able to do it because I know for a fact I was okay to do it. Especially when I came prepared with both going to Cabin Fever and the food they had at Ill Eagle yesterday. But I love learning about these strong spirits and brushing up more on the process and what goes into making them. And with each time I do something like this, whether it's beer or wine or any spirits, not only do I feel I learn more, but I also like get better at it. Like, there were times during this bourbon tasting yesterday, I was able to pick up on the traditional notes of a really good bourbon, like oak, vanilla, a little bit of tobacco, some caramel a little bit. There was one bourbon maple, I tasted the maple note, obviously. One was made with cherry wood barrels. I could actually taste a little bit of the cherry wood. So with each time I do something like this, I do feel like I get a little bit better. I mean, listen, I'm not remotely expert. You want to go an expert, go to Greg from How... Oh, I'm legit almost dressed like Greg from How to Drink now that I think about it. I just need a different... Like, I literally have a... Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I gotta show you something. I just see like a pair. Hold on. This is funny. I actually have like these 4 shirts. Like, put them all together in some capacity, and you have what Greg from How to Drink wears. Shout out to Greg from How to Drink. Okay. I'll be right back. On the floor. So yeah, if you want like a really good, if you want to look for something on YouTube that really goes into the different processes of drinking, look up How to Drink. Greg is awesome. I love watching that channel. But it was great. There was a band playing. I actually know one of the guys in the band that was playing. And come on. You couldn't celebrate the 21st Amendment proper without a little smooth jazz, which is what they were playing. So after the event, I went to church, which, given what I ate and drank, I was definitely falling asleep in church. But I was okay. Hung out here for a little bit. And then I went to see my family. Because, again, my mom was working last night. I helped my dad watch my nephews. And, we had pizza. It was nice. But as soon as my mom got home, I went right over to Zack's Grill. And I finally got to see Kountry Khaos. Like, I've been meaning to see Kountry Khaos for a while. And I finally got to do it. And because both country and chaos begin with the letter K, I can use alliteration and say, Kountry Khaos killed it. They were awesome. Everybody was singing along, everybody was dancing. And just having good old-fashioned fun. Which, if you're not doing that last one, you're not doing it right. Oh, man. Full stop. I know Kountry Khaos is going to be playing at Ill Eagle a little later on March 6th. And I was going to see him then. But the fact I got to see him this soon, I'm not letting that opportunity pass me by. Especially when Zack's Grill isn't that far from here. Which actually was my first time at Zack's Grill. And it's really awesome. The people in there were super friendly. And again, they were there to have a good time because, Kountry Khaos is playing. Oh my God. I just realized yesterday I tasted some bourbon and I wound up in the country for a little bit of chaos. But yes, this was an absolutely phenomenal day. It was. Honestly, it's days like yesterday where come December 31st of this year, I'm going to look back on everything I did and set out to do. And I'm going to think, man, I accomplished so much. I went out and did it on my own. And yeah, 2025 is, well, again, it's far too early for me to say that 2020, well, it's been a great year so far. It has. Honestly, we're literally nearing the end of the 2 months I was legit worried about most. January and February. Because hardly anything happened. I mean, I shouldn't say hardly anything. I mean, you had Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That in January. That was something. By the way, I'm not including New Year's Day because that's already a given. That's already going to be a decent day. Just nothing happened for it to be on my best days of the year list. Well, maybe it will be. I'll look back on it, I suppose, and see what happens. What else? Oh, right. I mean, in terms of things, I shouldn't say nothing happened. Valentine's Day just happened over a week ago, which, honestly, that was I got through my first major obstacle of the year, which was just getting through Valentine's Day and being able to enjoy myself, whether I was single or not. I already talked about what I did that day, just, yeah, I'm not going to get into that now. So, yeah. Between going to Cabin Fever and the second annual 21st Amendment Bourbon tasting event at Ill Eagle Taphouse, man, that's a mouthful. I probably consumed more alcohol in the last 48 hours than in the last probably 10 years. Probably since I started drinking, actually. But I'm fine. I'm perfectly okay. I just was smart about what I did, and I don't feel groggy or sick. Although, just in case something bad does happen, I'm going to lay off not that I drink regularly, but I'm going to avoid doing stuff like that for a little while. Not that it's going to be a problem, but you just never know. Speaking of things you never know, a week ago I went to church and I got invited to a baptismal after party. So I can't help but wonder what will happen if I go to church today. It all happened because I went to church. Relax, church isn't stuff for another 45 minutes. I got time. But all joking aside, to the good men and women who work at Ill Eagle Taphouse, thank you so much for putting on this event. It's very obvious that a lot of time and effort and hard work went into putting on this event, and it did not go unnoticed, and it was greatly appreciated. Wow, why am I having trouble speaking? To the good folks over at Zack's, you guys are awesome. I'll definitely have to make an effort to get dinner there at some point. And to Kountry Khaos, you guys are amazing. I should do Archer. Amazing. And any Archer fans out there? Someone probably heard that and they're like, oh my God. But really, Kountry Khaos was awesome. I can't wait to see them again when they play at Ill Eagle Taphouse in March, which, again, Ill Eagle Taphouse is shaping up to be like the MVP of this year for me. Because a lot of really good stuff's happened so far. So definitely gonna have a good time doing that. but I can sit back and enjoy. You know, I'm going to sit back in church and, well, first I'm going to pray, because that's what I do. In case you're wondering, I know, yes, I went to church yesterday. Yes, I go to church twice a week. On Saturday evening, usual. Some Saturday evenings I haven't been able to do this year because of events going on, like Scat and Sketty a few weeks ago, or the Celebration of Life for Tally Sutton I went to also last week. But for the most part, yeah. As long as I'm not up in Keuka Lake, I'm pretty much going to go to church twice a week. Especially on Sunday morning, because honestly, it gets me out and about. You know, it keeps me being, cooped up in here all day and lets me go out and, do something. Again, I went to church last week and I got invited to go to a party. It goes to show that if you don't go, you never know. So I do plan, I don't expect anything big or major to happen today. I'm just going to go to church, see my family, do some laundry. Just keep things simple and nice for a Sunday. But yes, yesterday was one of the best days of the year for me, for sure. Actually, the last 2 days have been. Actually, I should be up to like 14, 15 days right now. Hold on. Hold on. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13 days. Hey, lucky 13. But hey, you know what? That's already doing good. You know, I'd get another 60 days like that, I'll have had a 20%, of a great year. Well, listen, as long as nothing bad happens, it's fine. But if something great like yesterday happens, yeah. I think, and that's the cool thing. It's early. We're only in February, guys. Just with March coming up alone, I can think of several great things that are going to happen that I'm pumped for. Yeah. Right now, barring some sort of freak accident, 2025 is looking like a really great year. I hope you all like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm on social media as always. I'm Help me this video. I hope you guys are watching Joe for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to me, I'm always going to be here to let me know. Always be back. Take care. Make good choices. 607 all day, baby.